Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and you are looking at our 105 leFH18B2 French Tier 5 Premium SPG, Fifi La Pew Pew as we've come to know her, and this one is being commanded by Seshet, and Seshet is also, according to this, a purple player, or at least maybe a very experienced player. And battle is underway, and we're on the northwest spawn of Fjords. As if you needed to know that, but of course you could probably see that. Okay, he's going into the trees. It's a well used area for firing from. Instead of using his right hand mouse button, he's scrolled out his mouse to find his first target. But he's aiming near a rock, which a lot of people tend to pre-aim at, because from that position you can either alter the aim as he's done there against that marder. There is an obstruction of the cliff in the way, that's why we've got the red line. But you can actually change your aim rather quickly to this channel that goes down the north end. Or they might call it the west channel on Fjords. He's aiming at that looks, and he takes him out with one shot. 340 hit points with one shot. Wow. M8A1. Okay, it's being targeted as well by other members of his team. He's out, and he kills it. 34 hit points. That's 2 kills already. And now he's aiming at KV1. It's going up towards the pass around the south. I think it's a bit difficult to hit it from this angle, but he can hit it once it comes around the other side. There's a whole bunch of his teammates waiting around that side, but instead he's decided to go for this Matilda because it's facing off against the T-34. A dangerous opponent, Matildas. I know because I play them often. Rounds out. I think actually he just got a near miss, but it didn't do any damage. He's aimed, rounds out, and he kills it this time. 97 hit points. That's his third kill. Okay, that VK3001H and the KV1 have come around the corner. Now he can hit them from this angle, and there's a lot of hit points he can collect there if he can put the rounds in correctly. Rounds out, and yes, he gets a hit on the VK. 128 hit points, 2 critical hits. In fact, there's 3 enemy tanks there. It's a T-28 as well, and he gets a hit on the KV-1. 132 hit points this time. Now he's aiming for the T-28, which is a smart move, because they're a very lightly armed medium tank, and he wipes him out. One shot, 217 hit points. That was a smart move. Goes for the KV-1. 155 hit points this time. Now he's aiming for that Matilda. Again, smart move. Go for the medium tank, not the heavy tank. Heavy tank's got heavier armor. Medium tank's got very light armor. You can do more damage to a medium tank. Okay, got a good hit on 109 hit points on the KV-1. That Matilda's backed off around the corner though, so it's a bit more difficult to hit. In fact, I think they're pulling away from the Largo rather than from the Arty rounds. Now he's holding his aim here just in case that KV-1 decides to push. There's still no movement. In fact, there's no movement from the enemy team at all at the moment. We can't see any pushing anywhere. There are 3 tanks up. The tanks that are over in the North Passage have disappeared from sight. We know where they were last seen. Ah, we found one. Panzer 38NA Scout. Okay, he's dialing in his aim. Tries to get it ready. Steadies, round out. Oh, he moved just after the shell had gone, so nothing we could do about that shell. But he could put another one in just around about there. Nope, it's moved. Okay, now we lost the tank there to the Matilda. T-34. He's focusing on this North Passage. There's only the looks between him and maybe the T-67, which he's platooned with. Ah, but that T-67, oh, Unfortunately, he's now going to have to face an enemy from a different direction. That Stug is very dangerous. And yeah, he's taken out another of their teammates, Panzer 38NA. He needs to get around into this Stug as quickly as he can, but he hit the rock face there. It's at the wrong angle for him to hit it. Now the KV-1 and Matilda went all the way around and came up through the middle. They're obviously trying to get the Largo from behind, but in fact they've come across an M4 instead. But it's two of them versus the M4. So Seshet's trying to help the M4. Unfortunately, it's been killed, but the KV-1 has been taken out by the SU-5, and he's trying to get the Matilda now. The SU-5's a lot closer to that action, but the enemy's also broken through on the North Passage, and there's just that Lux and the Panzerstaffel 4B to stop the T-67 and Panzer 38NA. He's trying to get a bead on this T-67. Rounds out. Oh no, this is difficult. They're going to be coming around the corner very shortly, and that Lux is fighting that Panzer 3J, doing as best he can. But the trouble with the Lux is its long reload. And now he's got to face the T-67 and the Panzer 38NA as well. Ah, but Seshet manages to take out that T-67, but it's been spotted. So he needs to move now, because the enemy Arty will be after him. Rounds out, he hits the... No, he doesn't hit the Panzer 38. Yep, he's decided to move. He needs to move because he needs to get the protection of that rock to prevent the enemy Arty from shooting him. Okay, now he knows that Panzer 38NA is coming around the back. No. The good thing is that the VP is very fast reloading and very good at shotgunning. So if you can get around into this Panzer 38NA, it's getting very close, and he shotguns him almost point blank range, but he's been spotted again, so he needs to hug this rock as much as he can to prevent the enemy Arty from taking him out. And then hopefully he needs to relocate as quickly as possible somewhere else. Okay, that's long enough. He's dropped off their sighting, and it looks to me like he's relocated, but he's been spotted straight away anyway by the Matilda. He's trying to aim on it. Rounds out. Direct hit. He's hoping that SU-5 can get around in. At 6 kills, he's got his Top Gun, Seshet. Oh, he's been hit by the M37 and he's been hit by the Matilda. So he got 2 strikes there on him. He does need to move. He must get into cover where he can't be seen. There's still 2 Arty on the enemy team, the M37 and the Panzerstaffel 4B, and they're both firing rounds at him. You saw 2 rounds hit the bridge there where he was, but there's 3 members on Seshet's team. It looks like he's going to go south whilst the T-67 goes around the North Passage, coming back down the east side of the map. As many of you know, the Fifi is built on a heavy tank. It's actually quite slow because it's 33 tons. It's a very, very heavy tank indeed. Not quite the same as a KV-1, which is a few tons more, but it's one of the reasons why the Fifi frequently gets rammed by light tanks, and the light tanks always come off the worst because unfortunately they're trying to ram a heavy tank, and you can't ram a heavy tank and come away well unless that heavy tank has lost all its hit points. But yep, he's stayed still because he thought the M37 was going to come up this way, and he was right, it has. And he's lost the SU-5, so we know the M37 is just around the corner, but the M37 doesn't know he's there because he hasn't been spotted in a while. So if he stays around that corner, and we can see now where the Panzerstaffel 4B is, and the T-67 is engaging him. He wasn't able to shoot at it, so he's going to have to come around the corner. He needs to move down to help the T-67. He's platooned with this T-67, so it is a help. Now if he can get both these kills, that's a Radley Walters for him. He's got very good view range. He's got 390 meters view range on this Fifi. So he can see the enemy sometimes before the enemy can see him. Well, that's mostly because it was a heavy tank and it's very tall. So it can see it quite a long way. No, I think, yes, he has been spotted. So he fires around and he takes out the Panzerstuff 4B. So it's only the M37 who fires clutch at him and misses. And now Fifi's reloaded. He's ready to shoot. Rounds out and he wipes out the M37 and wins the battle. And a Radley Walters to boot as well. Wow. That was quite a finish to that battle. And we can see, yes, it's an ace tanker for Seshet in the Fifi. He also picked up a Bruiser Medal for scoring at least 5 critical hits, module damages, or crew incapacitations. He got a Radley Walters for taking out 8 of the enemy. And on top of this, he got a high caliber for scoring the most damage, at least 20% of the hit points of the enemy vehicles. And he also picked up a Top Gun for scoring at least 6 of the enemy. And we can see the numbers of the enemies there. If we look at the team score, we can see that he did damage of 2,061 hit points. He got 8 kills. And he took away the highest base XP of 1,105. He fired 27 rounds. He got 14 direct hits, 13 penetrations, and 4 splash damage. He did damage of 2,061 in total, but he actually did damage of 1,524 at more than 300 meters. Obviously, a few of those tanks that he killed were a lot closer. He received 1 hit and 1 penetration. He also received 2 hits as a result of splash damage. That was from the M37 and the Panzerstuff 4B. The hit he received was actually from the Matilda. The enemy vehicles destroyed were damaged 11, destroyed 8. He also did damage assistance of 94 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 49,049 credits, but after deductions for auto repair, for ammunition resupply and for consumables, he only took away 8,557 credits. He received 1,658 experience points, but he had a personal reserves bonus, and he gets a bonus for a premium vehicle, because Fifi is a premium vehicle, and another 33 experience points for playing in a platoon, so he takes away 4,012 experience points in total. So well done, Seshet. That was a very good battle and very exciting end as well. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give a like and do subscribe to our channel because it really helps Arty Noobs. And hopefully I will see you in the next replay.